Hello, in continuation with the previous sessions, fundamentals of machine tools and operations. In this I am going to take the construction and working of principle of drilling machine and various drilling operations such as drilling, reaming, boring, tapping, counter boring, counter sinking. First I will take the construction and working of principle of drilling machine. A drilling machine is a type of machine in which holes are being made on the workpiece by making use of a rotating tool called drill bit or twist drill. Here we have to drill a hole in a workpiece by using the drill bit or a twist drill tool, and this is one of the simplest drilling machine that is called as a table drill. And this table drill mainly consists of a base and the column, then this rotating table, that is a revolving table, and this revolving head, that one. In this one the motor which is connected with the belt to the spindle drive, and this is the drill feed wheel, and this is a spindle and drill spindle, that one, and check, that one at the end, and in the check the drill bit can be installed. And the operation concern, that one, here the workpiece is mounted on the vise, then the whatever this adjustment for the depth, whatever the distance is there, that is made by operating this table. In the column, in that one there is a provision for moving up and down for this table. The table is adjusted for its height, and later the drill bit is brought to that workpiece surface. Then the drill machine can be started and depth of cut can be given and hole can be drilled in the workpiece. And that we can see here in the 3D photo also. This is the column and this is table, and here is the drive, whatever the belt is there, that is accommodated inside. This is the motor, and this is spindle head, this is drill bit, okay, which is connected inside the whatever the check is there, and this is the whatever this drill feed wheel is there, we can give the feed to that. Major components of this drill machine are base, vertical column, spindle head, working table, drive motor. All this we have discussed. Then drilling machine operations are drilling, reaming, boring, tapping, counter boring, counter sinking. Firstly, drilling. Drilling is a cutting process that uses a drill bit or cut a hole of circular cross section in a solid materials, that is metallic or non-metallic. The drill bit is usually a rotary cutting tool, often multi-point, that is called as a multi-point cutting tool, that also called as a drill bit or a twist drill. Here this we can see drilling operation. On the vise the workpiece is hold, and this is the drill bit, that is a twist drill or drill bit we can call. This is having the cutting edges with the flutes, that is a helical grooves are there. These are also a cutting edge, and tip is also a cutting edge. And after the cutting, that is whatever the chips are producing of the material, those are coming out of this one along with the rotation of the drill bit between the spaces of the flutes. That is a curved chip escaping through the flutes of the drill. And the feed is given in this way in the downward direction, and twist drill it is called. And the shank of that machine that held in the machine spindle, this one shank of that drill bit, it is in the that spindle, whatever is there, in that we can hold this. And this is the workpiece. Here we can see the another, that is view, and here we can see that is the flutes, only the drill bit is shown, that one, and this one tiff, okay, then helical groove or cut, those are called as flute, and in this direction the feed is given. The next operation is that reaming. It is the operation of finishing a previously drilled hole to bring more exact size and to improve the surface finish. Here to have the exact size and surface finish, we are going to use the reaming operation. The tool used for this purpose is called a reamer, and the spindle is reduced to nearly half of drilling speed. The spindle speed, whatever it is, it will be reduced to half of its speed. The slow speed it will be used. And this is the reamer. The special tool is for use for reaming, and for the finishing operation we are going to use these are the cutting edges of this reamer. There, if you drill a hole, the more exact size will be produced, and also the finishing hole we are going to produce by using this reaming operation. Next one is the boring. Boring is the operation of enlarging previously drilled hole by means of adjustable cutting tool having only one cutting edge. This operation performed when a twist drill of the required dimensions is not available. If the required larger dimension of that drill bit is not available, the maximum size of the drill bit can be used to drill the hole first, and later by using the boring tool of the required size we can set by using this boring tool, then we can drill or enlarge hole. Okay, that is the boring operation. Here we can see this is the boring tool. Here on the spindle it is attached for a required diameter. Then it is a single point cutting to here, and this is the previous drill hole, and if this operates, the boring tool rotates, then the hole will be enlarged for the required diameter. Like this we can carry out in order to enlarge the previously drilled hole for the required size. Next one is the tapping. The process of cutting or forming a internal threads in a previous drilled hole by means of tool called tap. Okay, by using the specific tool tap, we are going to produce the internal threads in the previous drill hole. The taps are available in the standard sizes to generate the specific size thread. The hole with a diameter smaller than the size of tap is first drilled, and then threads are cut using the tap. Here, in order to tap to produce the internal threads, the hole of the little smaller than the diameter of this tap is drilled first. Then by this tapping tool, whatever is there, this is placed in the spindle of the drilling machine. Then this is operated with a slower speed so that the internal threads are generated in the hole. Here we can this shank of this one, the tap, this is tool, and the feed is given in this direction. There are threads on the tap you can see which are the same size to produce internally. This is the workpiece tapping. The next operation is counter boring. Counter boring is the operation of enlarging a previous drill hole for a given depth only to accommodate the socket head, screw, cap screw, bolt and nut. Okay, the pilot is provided at the cutting end to guide the cutting tool. Here, if we have the previously already drilled hole at the one end only for the particular depth, larger hole is required to accommodate some socket head, screw head, nut or a bolt like that. For that reason, here it will be enlarged by using the tool called a counter bore tool, and that operation is called as a counter boring. This we can see the counter boring tool, and this is the pilot which guides this one counter boring operation, so that those will be both holes should be concentric. Okay, then in this direction feed we are going to give, and depth of cut whatever is there, that one particular depth that will be initially only it will be set. That is the counter boring operation. Next one is the counter sinking. The counter sinking is the operation of producing a conical seating at the end of the hole to accommodate the conical head component of the screw or rivet. The counter sink operation is similar to that of the counter boring, except a round head bolt is replaced by a conical head screw. Here this operation is similar to that of the counter boring to produce enlarge one previously drilled hole for the particular depth only. But here the shape of this whatever the enlarging is there, that is a conical shape. This is because the conical headed screw or a rivet, if it is there, now to accommodate that one, the conical shape enlarged hole is produced at the one end. Here this is the workpiece, already drilled hole is there, and this one conical shape of the whatever the enlarging hole is carried out by using the tool called a countersink, and this operation we can call as a countersinking operation. Okay, with this like this, the different drilling operations we are going to carry out on the drilling machine. Thank you, and continue watching for the different machining operations.